Hello everyone, thanks for joining me for another one of my videos, looking through my record collection. We're definitely nearing the final stages now. Sorry for the brief gap in proceedings. We've had a little break in this freezing horrible weather, but it was a good change of scenery and sort of recharging the old batteries. And so we're back back to normal now, although we are trying to get the house warmed up, so all the heating's on everywhere, and just checking all my records are okay because it was bitterly cold while we were away, and I should have really left some ambient heat on, but everything looks fine. So we're just going to carry on. I think I've worked out where we left off last time. So if I do end up duplicating some stuff that I showed on the last one, then I apologise, but I think I know where I am. So here we go. So this is an album by a group called Saint Breaker, called Unrelenting Violence, one of the multicoloured American pressings, Wet Records release. This is Wax Mage. It's multicoloured OG splatter, they call these, and there was 100 made of these. So it's a really beautiful, super duper splatter, and yeah, really lovely. I can't remember the other versions they did of this album. They will have done some others. That's the only one I could get at the time. It came out in 2023, so it's only a couple of years old. Next up is Joy by Fish. Double album. This is the reissue, which I showed it a few months ago when I got it. Beautiful swirl multicoloured vinyl pressings. Fish are an interesting band, so I wanted to have something by them, and there's a couple of albums that they brought out, I think through Cleopatra Records if I'm right. Doesn't say Gemp Records, it says, so I'm not right. And yeah, Steve Lillywhite produced it, and I think the other record's the same. I'll just check. Yeah, similar sort of effect. Red, green and blue, you can't really fail with that combination. So it's a gatefold sleeve, but don't need to get it out. Okay, so next up, so this is Day Tripper Book 1, The Trip. So this is a double album by the feel of it, yeah. So again, Wet Records from last year. So a really nice painting on the sleeve. This was Wax Mage, only 25 of this were pressed. Proper Wax Mage labels. So really interesting orange splatter through clear, and then you've got this multicoloured pattern in the middle. So that's that one. The other one's really amazing. Vivid blue. Other side, different pattern altogether. Especially if I hold them there. So they're really fantastic pressings, really thick pressings. As I've said before, this is kind of heavy doom rock kind of music, but it's all well played stuff. Good musicians. This is a band called Kill Feather, and the album's called Etc. This was Wet Records again from last year. So these were pressings I bought last year. And this again, Wax Mage, only 25 made. They're quite incredible. Turn it over. You've got this sort of ripple effect going on. So as you can see, I've got a large proportion of my multicoloured vinyl section of my collection down here. Next one is Psychotic Reaction, Ocean of Darkness. Again, interesting painting. Wet Records. Wax Mage 25 made. How beautiful is that? So I know some of these have been shown fairly recently because they were purchased towards the end of last year, but as we're going through what I've got, it's important that we just cover everything. Okay, Lord Velvet Astral Lady. This is a couple of years old, I think. That was 2024 again, still on Wet Records. And I've got this double wrapped, so really nice sleeve, no insert unusually. This is called a Split Nebula. As you can see why. Oops. Really, really lovely. It's gorgeous. I love the way that side, that the sort of purple goes into the green. Side, it's more sort of wave effect. Quite fantastic. So slightly weird thing happened to me a few weeks back. I sold a batch of stuff and took all the plastic covers off, and there was probably about, I don't know, 30 or so records, and each of them had got at least two PVC covers, so I had about 60 covers left over, and I've lost them. They have disappeared. So I was so annoyed because I was going to go through every record that hasn't got a cover and I could protect it, and they've disappeared. So okay, next one, Cavassia Sagittarius A star. Now I think I've shown you a different version of this. I think I've shown you the Hydro Dip one. This is the Wax Mage one, still with the hologram. So again, 25 of these were made. So I'll show you from the Wax Mage side. Absolutely beautiful, vivid reds and yellows. And then that's the side with the music on, and then this side isn't playable, but you get this Sagittarius hologram design. Beautiful. That's etched onto, however they do it, laser etched onto it. But the beauty of it is that you still get the fantastic colours. So even when you can't see the hologram, you still got the colours. Totally unique as far as my collection is concerned. I mean, we've all got laser etched vinyls. I mean, I remember a Styx, was it Paradise Theatre? They brought that out in when was it, late 70s, early 80s, and that was laser etched, or if not, it was the 12-inch single that they brought out from it. So laser etching isn't a very modern development, but I think the way they do it is, and the attention to detail on the colours of the pressing is what gets me. This is Sycamore Time of Y. So they've actually got the band on the on the cover, 3-piece. And this again was Wax Mage. 100 of these were made. That side is red with a kind of nebula of blue and a swirl of white. When I turn it over, it is just absolutely gorgeous. Turn the right way around. Love it, love it, love it. A beautiful album that. It's not quite as heavy as some of the other albums. Yeah, they all do vocals. Some nice keyboard playing, I think, on that album as well. Okay, so we've then got one called Devil's Witches, Now It's My Effing World. Pardon the obscenity. Except my hex, it says at the top. So I think, yeah, Suck My Hex is the actual title, looking at the spine. So this is from Majestic Mountain, Scandinavian band. And so these aren't Wax Mage or anything, but this basically is quite interesting. Quite interesting. The reason I bought it. So So on one side you've got a split red and white with a bit of black splattering. But turn it over. It's a picture disc. Now, when I say picture disc, it's actually printed onto the plastic. It's not laser etched in the way we imagine. It's actually black print on plastic, so yeah, it's probably not right to call it a picture disc either, but somehow I've managed to print that, and it looks amazing. Have that on one side, Devil's Witches, and then that on the other. So I just thought that was something I haven't seen, haven't got anything else like it. Had to have it. Cavassia, self-titled On Glory or Death Records. This is Wax Mage Extreme Label Blowout. 50 of these were made apparently. So you've got beautiful colour, nebulous colours, blues and whites, and then on that side it's purple. Show you the multitudes of colours, and then those bits you can see are actually broken up bits of paper label. Try and show you that a bit more obviously. So that's part of the label design, and that's set into the record. Quite amazing. Fantastic. Okay, I think we'll leave it there so I don't get myself mixed up. I've got a few to show you. There's nothing to do with multicoloured vinyl, which are down here, but I don't want to get things out of order. We'll leave it like that, make it a short one, and I'll go and sort the house out, see if we're warming up, and hope to see you for the next video. In the meantime, thanks for watching.